Good morning, everyone. We'll go ahead and call the Tippecanoe County Board of Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, February 17th to order. Ask that you join us in the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our first order of business is the approval of our meeting minutes from Monday, February 2nd.
Mr. President, I'll make a motion we approve those minutes as submitted.
Second.
You have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion passes. Next up, presentation of payroll for Friday, the 13th.
So moved to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, and that motion passes. Next up, presentations of accounts payable.
Mr. President, I move that we approve the accounts payable dated February 6th to February 17th as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, and that motion passes. Mr. Klein, good morning.
Good morning. Oh, it's on. So first order of business, we have quotes for Bridge 119 for two separate quotes, disc bearing and the elastomeric bearings.
And just, my understanding is this was the one we solicited bids for, and we didn't receive any, so we're proceeding under our option to get quotes. Is that the same
Yes.
project?
Yes.
Good deal. And the first one is for the disc bearings, looks like submitted by R.J. Watson. And if I'm reading the quote correctly, it looks like a total price of $229,232. And then the next one is elastomeric bearing, okay, by D.S. Brown. And looks like a total quote of $10,267.
Under advisement.
I think take it under advisement.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second to take those quotes under advisement. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, and that motion passes.
Next item is also Bridge 119. It's the award of the beam bids that we took at the last meeting. This is, we're awarding to Pre-Stress Services Industries, LLC. First item is a bid bond in the amount of 5%, and the contract in the amount of $178,829.
Mr. President, I'll make a motion we award the contract as stated, as well as accept the bid bond for 5% of that.
Second.
You have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. The motion passes.
The next item is County Road 500 East reconstruction. This is parcel 14, owner Exeter 4820 Dale LLC. The first is a warranty deed, parcel 14, in the amount of $52,450. There's a parcel 14A temporary easement in the amount of $350, and parcel 14B perpetual highway easement of $1,950. This is a connection for a drainage connection to the regional pond. Those are the three docks.
Mr. President, I move that we approve with parcel 14, the warranty deed, the temporal highway easement grant, and the perpetual highway easement as presented.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Our final item is an on-call agreement with Aegis BLN USA for 2026. This is same document that we've accepted at the January meeting from other consultants for professional services.
Mr. President, I'll make a motion. We approve the agreement, the on-call agreement for design services with Aegis BLN USA.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stu. Corey? Good morning.
Good morning. I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm here to talk about snow removal. Hopefully I don't have to use that, but we had a provider that probably wasn't delivering the quality that we were after and needed for the safety of our staff and participants. So before you today is a new contract that I'm proposing with U.S. Lawns. Doug has reviewed it, given some feedback, all of which they accept. So before you, you should have a contract. Price should be better, and I certainly hope quality is better as well for the safety of all.
So Corey, this is to finish out this season, or is this also for next season potential, or
The contract technically would go through April 1st.
so finishing this season?
Yes. And again, I apologize, it just was necessary at this point, just in case.
Okay.
And you see, I'm guessing, advertising or doing something in the fall then for
Yes,
future
we'll
years.
get back to it and be prepared for next year.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. President, I move that we approve this contract of U.S. Lawns of Lafayette with the additional terms and conditions as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. And motion passes.
Thank you.
Doug, looks like we have a resolution for establishing intent to conduct a commissioner's sale.
Yeah, this is, these are properties that didn't get a satisfactory bid at the tax sale, which means that you have the option to acquire a commissioner's certificate. This starts the process whereby you'd be able to sell your certificate, which isn't, I don't know how much you want me to get into this, that isn't ownership, it's sort of like a lien on the property to, you could sell it to a third party for less than the taxes owed, with the idea being that you tried to get the taxes owed, you couldn't, now you'll sell that certificate for what you can, and the upside is that you can get these properties back on the tax rolls. So this resolution starts that process.
And Jennifer, do we have a date scheduled for that?
I don't believe yet.
Okay. But it'll be an in-person, not online?
Correct.
Okay. Mr. President, I'll make a motion, we approve Resolution 2026-06-CM.
Second.
A motion and a second for approval. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. That motion passes. Morning.
Morning. The agreement, do some AI training with some department heads and elected officials, sort of a basic, what to expect, how it can be impacted, and some demos from some other entities. Are you currently using it?
Okay. So this will be 2 sessions, correct?
Yeah, 2 sessions, 2 hours apiece,
Basically 20 participants, right?
25.
25.
25, yeah. Okay. Mr. President, I'll make a motion, we approve the statement of work agreement with Big Impact Group for training within AI.
Second?
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, an addendum to our animal sheltering agreement.
All right. This just continues the agreement that's in place from 2025 with the same monthly fee of, what is that, $14,858 per month. With that, I'll make a motion, we approve the addendum.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. And that motion passes. Jennifer, do you want to talk about these?
Sure. These are annual agreements with Financial Solutions Group, Greg Garitas Group. One is for uploading reports to the MS system, which is an SEC requirement. The second one is just general consulting services. Typically, this would be assisting with your capital improvement plan, and then the sustainability plan, and anything else that you might want to look at, particularly the monthly meetings that we've talked about holding as well. So those are both with Financial Solutions Group.
Mr. President, I'll make a motion, we approve the 2 agreements with Financial Consulting Group as stated.
Second?
We have a motion and a second to approve both agreements with Financial Solutions Group, Inc. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. And that motion passes. Do we have any unfinished business? No grants, right, Sharon?
Correct.
Reports on file, we'll have reports from Central Mail, the Clerk of the Circuit Court, Humane Society for Greater Lafayette, the Tippecanoe County Public Library, and the Treasurer's January 2026 report available in the office across the hall immediately following the meeting. Is there any public comment?
Good morning.
Morning, Eric.
Well, I came here this morning to talk further about the ambulance service concerns. And this morning, Mr. Brown sent a referendum, or I'm sorry, help me.
The memorandum. Memorandum of understanding.
Yes. From 2013, when TEAS was started with Articles of Incorporation, which basically answers my question on the contract that seemed to be eluding us. But, I mean, there's an awful lot of legal jargon in there, and so it's kind of hard to, you know, for somebody that's not an attorney to get through. But what I do understand from it is there's a lot of things said in there that, you know, are good in theory, and, you know, as far as contract speak goes, but it still does not speak to what is actually happening on the streets. I have some numbers. I was going to go through a lot of other things, although these documents that I received today still doesn't actually show that there's money being sent to Tees from the county. It says that there is, but there's still no evidence of that on any budget line. So, I mean, it really is a private ambulance service at this point, because there's no true ties to Tippecanoe County on it. But so what I've done is I've got a records request for dispatches in January, for the month of January. And it's just a sampling. I knew that it was going to be a pretty big task for them to go through, so I just felt like a month's worth would, give us some good numbers. In January of this year, there were 2,130 calls for service. 615 of those had to be covered by BLS ambulances, basic life support ambulances. 1,369 of those calls were covered by ALS ambulances, advanced life support. The EMS supervisor responded to 136 of those calls, meaning there wasn't an ambulance available or a BLS ambulance was treating a patient that required advanced life support services. In addition, the West Point Volunteer Fire Department BLS ambulance 805 was requested to come in for Tees for 15 times, and their BLS ambulance 507 was requested 6 times, meaning 6 times West Point Fire Department territory was not being covered by their services. The whole point of all of this is the community isn't being provided with adequate emergency medical services. Tees is mismanaged, causing paramedics to leave for more money, less calls, and better work environment. There really still hasn't been an explanation of why Tees was handed over to Franciscan Health. I still maintain that because of it being a self-sustaining entity, it can, the county can take it over. And I get it. It's going to be, that would be a monumental task. I get it. But things aren't going to get better in the situation that we're in here. For example, the national average response times for EMS is roughly 8 minutes. Tees is closer to 10, 15 minutes, maybe more. Our fire departments, the first responders, whether it's in the cities or the county or out in the county, they arrive, their response times on average are 8 minutes, but they aren't included in these stats, and they are not transport providers. So, the fire departments are getting there, and then they have to wait on ambulances. And that doesn't matter if you're in the city or out in the county, but obviously it gets worse in the county. I had a lot more that I wanted to talk about, but I think we'll just leave it. I will just leave it at that. And I'm just asking for something, for some changes of some sort to make our county safer with medical emergencies. I mean, I don't want it to be me laying on the curb with crushing chest pain and nobody, really being able to help. So I'm just asking, please do something about this. Try to get it better. And like I said, I don't think it's going to get better the way way it's being managed right now. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comment?
Good morning. I'm Craig, I'm here with Area 4 Council on Aging. I'm here to present our fourth quarter report for you guys. Just saying some of the numbers, we provided 472 trips in fourth quarter. It was an increase of about 60 trips from third quarter where we only provided 413. We're still continuing to pick up non-emergency services, pick up people in the county, rural areas. Coming into some, getting a lot of calls from, different, I was explaining earlier, we got a couple calls from the Purdue campus, Resources Center. They're having troubles getting rides as well. And just trying to do what we can do with it right now, but I don't know who I give this to.
I'll take it. Thank you. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
Any other public comment? Seeing none,
Move to adjourn.
we are adjourned.